Hey yo, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm a black guy. I mean, I do say the N-word a lot, but I grew up on Xbox Live, so that don't mean what I think it should mean, but I digress. Yeah, I paused too long. We're gonna start the intro now. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mo. And I got a little bit of a dilemma. And that dilemma is I am a part of a lot of fandoms, right? I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. I love Naruto. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love Pokemon. I love Digimon. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I like a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's a season of Doctor Who that I'm really into right now. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the TARDIS. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the sonic screwdriver. I'm with the shits. You feel me? But with those fandoms come really, really, really weird shit, especially here in the States. I do live in the United States of America. I specifically live in the Midwest in a big city. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want you weird ass niggas trying to find me and like having a tickle fight or some shit. I don't know what the fuck the internet does. But yeah, I'm having a fucking time. I'm having a time in the fandoms. I was doom scrolling and I saw this.
Jedi Fallen Order suffers from something I like to call video game protagonist dilemma. Cal Kestis, the former Jedi Padawan, faces the same problem in Jedi Fallen Order. How is he supposed to be a good guy if through the course of Jedi Fallen Order he ends up killing hundreds of stormtroopers, many of whom are just normal people with families?
So not only did dude create a bullshit term for ludonarrative dissonance, which already exists and which people have already talked about, but he made an argument that we can't believe that Cal Kestis, the main character of Star Wars The Fallen Order, that we can't see him as a good guy because he killed literal space Nazis. Because the space Nazis are just regular people with families. Mind you, the stormtroopers have participated in multiple genocides. The empire that they represent and provide military backing for participates in all types of evil shit, you know, multiple slave trade rings, conquest, resource stealing, just all types of really fucked up fascist evil shit. And I thought we were pretty clear that the empire and that the stormtroopers were evil because they were based on Nazis. That's not even hyperbole. They were just based on Nazis. That's just what George Lucas did. And that they are the bad guys. I did not know that was a complicated issue, but apparently I ended up on the part of the fucking internet where people are trying to apply nuance to evil space Nazis. I almost said space zombies. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. I should be in bed right now, but I'm not. I'm too fucking angry. Point being, seeing that as a person of color in a fandom is really fucking difficult because the fandoms that make these arguments for the space Nazis maybe not deserving what the fuck they get because they're just regular people with families are the same people who have zero empathy or sympathy for real world black people when they set a CVS on fire because black people are being murdered by the police. And I see this all of the time. I see it everywhere. I've lost friends over it. I had a friend who I don't talk to anymore, haven't talked to him in years, who was super upset about Black Lives Matter. He was like, oh, I don't like the methods. I don't like what they're doing. This is right after that one Nazi dude got punched in the face on the news. I don't remember dude's name, but it was big shit and it was newsworthy. And he was like, I can't believe you do this. I can't believe that's not how you handle issues. And I'm just like, don't you like Captain America? And he's like, yeah, that's my favorite Avenger. And I'm like, what war did Captain America fight in? He's like, World War II. And I'm like, what did he do in World War II? He's like, well, he killed Nazis. And I'm like, cool. So you are okay with a fictional white man killing Nazis who are doing fictional evil, but people can't punch a real one? And you can't handle black people knocking things over? in order to fight some real ones, because let's be real about the fact that a lot of police officers are just neo-Nazis and KKK members, and they always have been. We can like Captain America for doing it, but we don't like real black people when they do it. And he was like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. I had never thought about it in that regard. And it made me really upset, because that's kind of the point. That's the point. Everybody complains about comics and video games and television getting too political, but these things are always political. They've always been political. Like Captain America is pro World War II propaganda on the US's end. He's supposed to be anti-Nazi. That's just what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these comics that y'all love so much were written by Jewish people who were either surviving the Holocaust, had parents who were affected by it, or who are a generation removed from it. Like, that's in there. That's in there. A lot of that shit is in there. A lot of black people make your comics. A lot of women make your comics. Like, it's always been there. And I think you all looked at the pretty colors and looked at the fights and then decided to turn off your brains. Same with the video games. Same with the television shows, the manga, all of it. Like, Naruto is a show about child soldiers trying to create a world where child soldiers don't have to exist, because they've been fighting and murdering people since they were 12 years old, and nobody wants to talk about the warfare part. Like, Talk No Jutsu is moving because so few people considered that maybe fucking children shouldn't have to kill for a living. It's weird. It's weird living in a world where people can feel bad that the X-Men have to constantly defend themselves from being attacked because of the way in which they were born, while senators and politicians and other people panel to either exterminate or cure them. But we don't have sympathy for black people and police brutality, and we don't have sympathy for the LGBTQ community, who are the most heavily represented in story by what the X-Men are going through. Jesus, I need to go to bed. But yeah, you get my point. It feels like thinking isn't happening. Common sense isn't happening in some of the fandoms that I'm in. And being a black guy in these fandoms, it's just really disconcerting to see, especially when I just end up in the part of learning about Star Wars where people are defending the space Nazis because they have families. How the fuck did we get here? Also, another scary thing, sometimes I will watch videos about anime and Star Trek and Star Wars lore, and I will just get random ads for right-wing bullshit. Like, I'll get PragerU ads, and I'll get Ben Shapiro ads and Tucker Carlson ads that are targeted to me based on the things that I watch. And it scares me that watching stuff about Pokemon and Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and learning about the Force puts me in direct contact with this many right-wing ideologies pushed by people who would fucking lynch me. Because what the fuck are the people in the fandoms that I'm in doing? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing out there? That shit scares the hell out of me. It scares the hell out of me. All of it scares the hell out of me. The double consciousness scares the hell out of me. The double standards really scare the hell out of me. Everybody thinks that Killmonger's evil because he wanted to smuggle weapons and bring them to people so that they could rise up against the empire that took over them. And that is literally what Han Solo does. That's the Kessel Run. That's what the Kessel Run is. That is what Han Solo does. Han Solo brings members of the Resistance weapons so that they could rise up against the empire that took them over, colonized, and enslaved them. And that's what Killmonger's trying to do. And Killmonger's a bad guy because he's a black guy talking about doing it to white people. But Han Solo is a white man doing it to other white men on behalf of some white men, a couple of black people, and mostly aliens. So it's okay when it happens in space. It's the same fucking plot. It's the same plot. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Yeah, y'all are weird as fuck. Y'all are weird as fuck, and you make it hard to enjoy the things that I like. I'm gonna keep liking them, but like, if you get down with that weird defend the space Nazi shit, just fuck you. Just big old fuck you. I don't care. Fight me. You won't. I wouldn't if I were you. Not gonna do shit. Cool, you can go ahead and like, share, and subscribe now. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Peace.